everyone, I'm Vincenzo Calla. Welcome to Top 5 and 5. Today, I'm glad to be joined by the Ontario Green Party candidate for Beaches East York and the Green Party of Ontario Deputy Leader Abhijeet Manay for episode 6. Thanks, Abhijeet, for joining. So let's get right into these fun and simple questions. So the first question is, what is your favorite book?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I have a lot of favorite books, but the one book that comes to mind is Contact by Carl Sagan. So it's a fictional story of a radio astronomer who, for the first time, finds radio signals coming from an intelligent source of the galaxy. I was always interested in astronomy. It was actually one of my favorite subjects growing up as well. And I kind of actually even wanted to be an astronomer for the longest time, but then I realized I'm not smart enough. And so it was just something that captivated me because there's so much humanity in that book. Even though it's science fiction, it has such beautiful verse and it's almost poetical. So I really recommend anyone who's watching this, please go check out Contact by Carl Sagan. There's also a movie about it, but the book is much better, as always.
As always, exactly. So many books have been turned into movies, but I'm more of I love the book type of person whenever there's adaptations.
Likewise.
So the second question is, what is your favorite food?
Yeah, I mean, I'm such a huge foodie, but I mean, there's so many favorite foods. But I mean, so I come from Mumbai, and one of the best staple foods that you find there is essentially what's called vada pav, which is a type of potato patty burger, essentially. I mean, that's like, I guess, the closest thing. So it's basically potato, like mashed potatoes, essentially, that have been dumped in this chickpea flour batter and then deep fried. And then it's sandwiched between this really soft sort of bun. And then they have like two types of chutneys. One is a sweet tamarind chutney, and then a second spicy garlic chili chutney, and those two things. And then that is, I think, my favorite food of all time, although there's so many that are very close contenders.
That sounds good. That actually sounds really tasty. So the third question is, what is your favorite hobby?
Yeah, I mean, I have quite a few hobbies. I really love to read. I love especially nonfiction. Although my favorite book is fiction, but I do love reading nonfiction more, especially about history and politics. And I also really love to sometimes write. Especially in my younger days, in my during undergrad, my master's program, I used to write a lot of poetry and short stories. But and nowadays, I actually play a lot more, especially during the pandemic. I've been playing so much online chess. It's like really addictive, on chess.com. And so you just go on there any free time I get, and that's what I do is play online chess.
Online chess. That sounds fun. If you enjoy that, it's probably really fun. I don't know how to play chess. Well, I do, but I don't. But anyway.
Fair enough.
So the fourth question is, what is something you have always wanted to do?
I mean, there's this one thing that it's not that crazy because so many people have already done it, but I have always thought of doing skydiving. I really feel like it's, I think it'll be the closest I can ever get to, I guess, experiencing what space flight or weightlessness kind of feels like, right? Like it's just complete free fall. And also just the idea of, sort of being suspended in air and just watching you get closer to this planet that you inhabit, but then at one point giving a much bigger perspective of what's going on. So yeah, it's definitely something that is something I've thought about. My girlfriend says, do it before we get married, because once we get married, you're not doing that, especially if we have kids in the future. She's like, you're definitely not doing that once we have kids. So I definitely need to get that done really fast.
Do it before the election, and then you can go into the election all like, yeah, I jumped out of a plane and now I'm not a
Yeah,
green
just with
environment
the
anymore.
adrenaline. Yeah.
The adrenaline for the election. So we're gonna
Yeah.
go over the last question quickly. What is one piece of life advice you want to give?
I mean, this is really simple for me. It's always be kind. There's always opportunities to be kind, especially if you're entering politics. It tends to get very vicious, and people are super gross sometimes. Like especially to women, people of color. Like they face a lot of racism as well as anti-Semitism, as well as misogyny. So it's just, just be kind. And also when you are in a position of power, also be kind, because it's very easy to forget that, that you got here, not just by yourself, but because of many millions, if not thousands, if not millions of people who supported you, who believed in you, who voted for you. And so it's important that you honor that trust with every ounce of humility. Yeah, that's my advice is be kind and be humble.
Exactly. Being kind, that's the least thing that we can do. Just be kind to everybody, say hello, smile, just
Yeah.
be kind with everybody. So
You can have political differences, but be
exactly.
kind.
Exactly. You always, we're all human in the end. We're all different stripes, same people, same type. We're all people. So exactly. That is all for today. Thank you, Abhijeet, for joining me. If you like today's interview, make sure to go check out my other interview with today's guest on Let's Discuss Politics on YouTube. To stay updated, make sure to follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and here on Instagram at VC Productions 25. Check my website out at vincenzocala.com and make sure to like and share this video. Make sure to also subscribe to my YouTube channel and choose to get notifications. The link is in my bio. So Top 5 in 5 is a VCalla production. So until the next video, I'm Vincenzo Cala, signing out.